Okay, so just want to make this quick video now just to explain a few things. All right, so in today's video I'm going to explain to you exactly what the Tourist Attractor Group is all about, and all the work I'm going to be doing with that. I'm also going to be telling you exactly why in the last 12 months I've changed my agency completely from what I used to do for clients. I'm then going to tell you why I think you as a business owner or an employee or a manager also need to stop using agencies, which sounds a bit strange, but I'll explain to that in a minute. And why now more than ever, direct sales and direct inquiries and direct marketing, meaning coming straight to you, not via third party, is more important than ever. Okay, so that's what this video is about. So first things first, look, I set up Eaglefish Media 5 years ago. Okay, so I was doing online marketing, social media. A lot of my clients are actually in this group, so they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But I would do your social media management, the standard sort of stuff. I would run your social media pages. I would set up marketing campaigns. I would run your ads. I'd even do a website for you. All the sort of standard agency stuff. And when I set that up, I'll be honest with you, I sort of had a vision of really growing that and moving into offices and getting employees and taking on more clients, but there was just something that held me back from doing it. And the more I got into doing it, because my background is bars and clubs, and I had a whole range of clients, right, from the tourism industry. Restaurants, bars, nightclubs. I had real estate agencies. I had boat excursions. Like gyms, like a complete array of clients. But every time we sort of came to do a review, if I was honest, completely honest with myself and with the client, I just felt like saying to them, look, you should be doing this yourself. Because what was happening was, you'll know yourself, anybody who's using an agency, all right, you'll be getting frustrated because they keep asking you for things, right? The agency can't do their work without providing you content, okay? So if you're a restaurant owner, bar, and boat excursion, you're going to be driven mad by the agency who's like, I need pictures, I need videos. Because if they haven't got content, they can't do anything, right? So they need the content from you. As the agency owner, I was receiving this content, okay, after chasing them up, and I started to realise how frustrating this was for clients. And I was like, well, by the time it doesn't matter how you do it, whether you're uploading it into Google Drive, whether you're sending it into WhatsApp, I was like, by the time they've taken these images, done the videos, sent me the content, either make a quick edit and post it, they might as well do it themselves, because I'm missing the opportunities that they have. They are the ones in their venue every day. They are the ones that see things happening live. They are the ones that could jump on and make the videos. But what happens is, because you're using an agency, it's almost like your social media goes to the back of your head because somebody else is organising it. So that's something for somebody else to worry about. But it's kind of counterintuitive, because the real opportunity for you to grow your social media is to be on the ball as things are happening. Now, of course, and I know better than anybody that when things get busy, it might be the last thing you worry about. The reason it's the last thing you worry about is because there's nobody in your business that has been given that as their job role in the majority of businesses, okay? And that's the kind of thing what needs to change now. And this is what I'm trying to encourage. So that what the Tourist Attractor is all about is trying to help business owners, managers and employees understand that through my training, I can help you understand exactly how to do your social media, how to do your website inquiries, how to manage online bookings, how to generate sales, how to grow a following, and how to turn that into money and bookings. Because there is no better position to be in for a tourism-based business to look at your diary and know, right, in the winter, we've got bookings for April and May and June. We've sold tickets for our show. We've sold tickets for the boat. We've got reservations for our restaurant. There is nothing better than that. So this is what you're striving towards, and my job is to try and open the eyes of all of you, really, to say that you need to be so active online, but it's not as difficult as you think. You do not need to be paying agencies every month to do this for you, and it'll actually be detrimental to what you're trying to do. And why is it detrimental? Because they're not going to get the flow of content. They're not going to be, unless you're paying these agencies a fortune, look, they are literally going to log in and do 10 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes maximum a day, okay? And in that time, all they're going to do is tick boxes. They're going to open your Instagram account, they're going to bring up an image, and what happens is, because they're not in your venue, they're not seeing your clients, they're not buying into the team or the story or what's happening on the ground, they're going to create these lovely looking little generic images like I used to do and like a lot of agencies do, and you end up with a beach image with a nice quote over the top or something like that, but it's completely generic and not specific to your business. Now, as a tourist attractor, that's exactly what I'm doing on my Instagram at the moment, because I'm a one-man band, okay? I'm not a bar, restaurant, boat trying to attract clients in and say to the outside world, look at how wonderful this is what we do, tagging clients, tagging customers, and all these things that you need to be doing. And what happens is when your clients are on social media and scrolling through, your account is just going to look boring. It's going to look the same as everybody else's. And the reason it all starts to look the same is because, yes, some of these agencies are based wherever you are in Spain or Greece or America, wherever you are. But a lot of these agencies as well are outsourcing it to a virtual assistant who's sat in the Philippines or sat in India, and they all work off the same script. You know, they all use the same tools, they all use the same creative tools and the same sort of looking font and text, and it's just boring to your clients, all right? So as I basically had to change track. Now, what I learned is in the last couple of years of doing this, every time I went into a client meeting, the client seemed to get more value out of the time speaking to me to help them understand online marketing and the opportunities and all the platforms and everything and what purpose they serve, rather than me actually taking your Instagram account and posting a few images for you and answering messages. So that's what this is all about, really. And that's why I think you really need to start rethinking your own model. Now, of course, there'll be businesses on here that don't do either. You know, they post maybe 3 times a year and they don't have an agency. So maybe they're looking at an agency as the answer. I genuinely don't think it is. All right. And that's the reason why. So what I'm going to be providing in this group is lots of training, understanding. I'll be producing my own courses as well for anybody who wants to really sort of understand things further. But that's the key driver for this. All right. So I hope that makes sense. I also want to say, obviously, that we're in the middle of the coronavirus thing, right? And I see on my newsfeed, and I completely understand it, but people's social media accounts are going dead. Like, people are scared to post, or people are maybe too anxious to post, or of course the mind's on, well, what if the season doesn't even come? Like I said to you in my last video, you can have your mind on that, okay, but keep it in the back of your mind. But from a marketing perspective, you have to be forward facing from your social media with your images, with your videos, with your content. You have to be business as normal. And I don't mean pretend you're open. I don't mean talk about opening in 3 weeks. I'm talking about connecting to your customers. Your customers now are, when we do the training, we talk about a buyer's journey, okay? And your buyer is the tourist. And the buyer's journey, the situation, what they're in now, is what we call the dreaming stage, right? They're not sat on the plane, they're not here already, they're not on the street looking for where to go tonight. They are sat on the couch in the UK for most of the businesses, and they are thinking and dreaming about the holiday, right? So your content and your communication online needs to catch them people, yeah? And start selling your resort, selling the weather, selling things coming up in the season, selling how wonderful your products are, talking about your team and keeping them engaged. Now, it's difficult to think about content. I understand that while all this is going on, but if you've been doing these things right, you should have at least a bit of a backlog of images and content. If you haven't, start reaching out to your customers and clients, ask them to share images with you, or simply jump on your own account and do what I'm doing now and start connecting and posting videos just to update people of what's actually going on. Because if you use the corona lockdown time to post content and make a connection with your clients, what you'll find is by the time you actually come to promote and you're open again, you've made such a great connection with your potential customers that they feel like they know you. So when they actually arrive in these resorts and they've just spent the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months watching you online, listening to your struggles, listening to the latest news, paying attention to your business, tell your backstory. You know, it doesn't always have to be corona related. It's when you set up your business, how you came to Mallorca, Ibiza or Cavos, wherever you are. Tell stories, let people in behind the scenes, but now is the perfect time to make a connection. And one thing that's come from the lockdown, as we all know, because we're all doing the same thing, is everybody is sat on their mobile phones. So it's more important than ever to take advantage of that. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I'm saying this because I've had a lot of messages to do with people's social media again and things like that, and people giving me referrals. I completely appreciate that, but it's something I don't do anymore. I do consultancy, and I do training, and I'll be doing online courses. So that's where we are. Thank you again for joining the group. If you know anybody else that you think will get value from this, please share, invite them to the group, or tag them in the comments. Thank you.